Hi everyone and welcome to Enlightenment TV. Okay. This one will be for most people kind of the most important one. It's like for me the most lame one and the one that I want to be talking about least, because as simple as it is, people are not very understanding, so it's kind of easy and it's kind of tough at the same time, because I actually don't want to be talking about this, but I also actually have to be speaking up on this and so on and so on, and kind of give it a shot and explain as good as I can. But like I always said, it doesn't matter how well I am explaining things. It always, is that what you make out of it? Whether I have intended to say this or whether I haven't, it's like completely up to you. So, Rona and this entire thing. And trust me, I come from the exact same place like you come from this conspiracy world, and this is a psyop, and this is this and this is that, right? I know exactly what it is. And it's like this time before, it was kind of like the First World War and the Second World War. If you think about it, they were like fake world wars. It was like Europe and the US and Japan and whatever, like many places were not taking part in this, and it was a fake world war. But now this time it is a real world war. It's really like there's no place where you can go. I mean, probably some Eskimos or whatever, some Amazon places, many places in Africa kind of getting away, but all cities, they are in World War III. This is a way of calling it. And the most simple conclusion for this is that people want it. This is how my best friend would describe it. Everything happens because people want it to happen. And this is that what Rona is telling us. She is saying, look, I'm neither your friend nor your enemy. Because that's what the Matrix is. It's neither your friend nor it's your enemy. It's just a mirror. That what you are and that what you see is that what you see in the mirror. It's just a reflection of you. That's how Buddha explained it. Everything that happens in life is a reflection of that what you are. You're just the guy with the control, and the horses in front of you is that where you're leading it, and the chariot on which you're sitting is where it's following. So you can't, kind of say, oh, I wasn't. No, you were. Of course you were. Of course you were. Your personal karma, my personal karma, everyone's personal karma is inevitable. Karma, that's why I said it's just mechanical. It's a mechanical formula. Virtual reality. If you don't have the basics in terms of virtue, you're not friendly, you're not this, you're not that, you will be taught. Rona is just showing you the mirror. It's saying, look here, you don't care about what the government does. You don't care about what's in this shot. Let's call it shot. And it is a shot. It is a headshot. After you take it, I don't know. If I were to take it, I hope I die before I become whatever happens afterwards. And the way it looks, people dying. Just before I left Germany, I had a dream. It was the same day when I applied for the visa for Cambodia. In the dream, my neighbor was dead. I have nothing to do with her, and whatever and whatever. And I'm just like, I wake up and like, oh, this is bullshit. This can't be. This must be the dream language telling me something, and I don't speak the dream language. I don't understand it. So it must be telling me something different. And 1 week later, I got told by her son that she took the shot. Probably she took it that day when I was dreaming that she's dead. So yeah, the way the Avatar said this, Avatar Aang, at your lowest point, you're open for the greatest change. And also a quote from the Avatar, love shines brightest in the dark. It doesn't get darker than that. If it gets darker than that, then you know what's happening. It doesn't get darker than that. But of course, sure, if you let it happen, then you will get your Vex passport. Oh, sorry, I mean passport. It's called passport. It's not called passport. It's just a P and this passport, and I'm just making things up. That's what it is. And you know, it's all foretold. That's why they tell you. That's why they tell you what they're gonna do. So you can't say afterwards, oh, I didn't know. Oh, you didn't know it's World War III, right? You didn't know it's World War III? World War One is the same script as now World War III. In World War One, they had masks. They had already masks. And they were doing the same crap. You know, you had like fines for 500, about 500 or whatever it was, doesn't matter, when you spat on the street because it was so contagious and stuff. You know? Nobody can get away saying he didn't know. That's why the Matrix tells you everything. The Matrix is your mirror. Whatever you put in, is that what gets out. And that's what Rona is saying. She says, look, you can continue. You can continue. You know, you can continue ignoring whatever you want. Everything. But like the nice meme goes, you can ignore everything, but you can't ignore the consequences of ignoring everything. You can't. On the late stuff to take the shot, you can't, because you're dead. And how many cases already known now, already on mainstream, and yet still people are continuing this path and like, oh yeah, this is all just a conspiracy theory and there is nothing going on. And it's like, I mean, as I say, there are so many cases I don't want to be talking about, and I said to myself, I'll never be doing a Rona video, and I never did, because this video is not about Rona, it's about Rona's language and what she actually tells you, me, and everyone, you know. And that's what this video is about. And that's why this is the darkest spot of humanity. That's why, you know, we can decide. It's crossroads. We can go left, right. We can just continue. We can whatever, go back. We can, you know. It shows us the mirror where we are now as humanity, as such, as the whole body. You know. I mean, for how many decades now, people's currency, only currency was the lie. That was the only currency. Current-see. That's why they show you when they animate the brain, you know, the currents of energy. Zoom, zoom, zoom. That's the currency. That's all water. I don't remember, I think it was 90% water or how much. I forgot it. And it makes the currents, and it sends via electricity all the signals to the muscles and so on. You know? So people, literally, this was their currency all the time. They only thought about lying. Lying to themselves, lying to others, making money. That's all that matters. You know. Money's just a tool. The tools exist for you, but they turned it upside down. They exist for the tools. They are just tools. The government is supposed to exist for them. Turned upside down. They exist for the government. They exist to be governed. And that's what Rona's telling you. You exist to be governed, and you don't say no, then you will be governed. You will be governed. You will get your Vax passport. You will get your anal swab. You will get everything. You will get tested. I mean, they call this tested, I call this fisted, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you call it. It's still the same thing. And that's why, you know, that's what happens in life. If you're weak and you don't care about your weakness, you're gonna end up in this tiger's stomach and, you know, nothing, whatever. You're not gonna return home. Whatever your destiny afterwards is, the destiny of your puppies, the lambs, whatever it is, it's the destiny. And that's why things are actually just so simple. They're so simple. And one of the things that I also want to be saying in this video is that, like with this neighbor and so on, there must be both. To every loser there's a winner, and to every winner there's a loser. All these people, they're just like the roots, you know. The roots, they're just in the darkness forever, at all times. They're just in the darkness, and what the roots are doing, they're just mining the minerals for the tree. That's why these people are like this. They can't stop the program. They are the program. They are the program of the root. They're slaving their ass off, and nothing ever happens. They live forever in the darkness. This is what they have decided for. This is how it's gonna be for them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have the choice, you know. You have the choice to go down. That's why that's the underworld. Hell. Obviously that's hell. And this is where Yggdrasil is rooted, the tree with the 9 worlds. And you can decide in which world you want to live. You know, you have the choice. As I say, I'm not saying you should choose this or you should. I just remind you of the choice. I just remind you of the choice because that's what Rona is telling you. That's all she's saying. You have a choice. That's all she's saying. You have a choice. And you have a choice to make, you know, every day. So it's like a guy said perfectly, so you're tired, you know, you're tired to talk to people and explain to them how this and how that, right? You won't be. Soon everything is over. Soon everybody has their vax ass pods. Soon this, soon that, and then. But that's not my version of the world. My version of the world is that the ones who take the shot, they won't be around, literally. You know. They won't be around literally. They'll be gone and there will be a new world. That's how the story ends. Ragnarok. You know, you can check it up. That's why they make the movie. Thor Ragnarok. Everything goes down, the world comes to an end, to just be reborn again. You know, that's all I'm saying. There were people living during and after a Second World War, and there will be during and past the third one. So that's why. Make your choices. Decide where you want to go. Understand the choices that were made by the others. They are energetically sacrificing themselves for us, you know. They are the energy harvest so we can eat the fruits, so we can make a better world, because they couldn't. I mean, nobody has bad intentions. Evil doesn't exist. Evil veal life. Watch the video then. But it's self-explaining in itself. Evil veal life. That's why people who live behind this veil of, you know, be governed, it's all cool. They'll stay behind this veil, and they'll you know, stay underground, and they'll do their part. That's why I say I didn't want to make this video, I didn't want to whatever, but I want to remind people of their choice. Every day is judgment day. Every day you make this choice. You know. And one wrong choice and it will have... That's why I mentioned this woman, you know, she took the shot. She's like mid-30s and 30s. She has 4 kids. The youngest one is 2.5, 3, something like this. And all she wanted is she wanted to continue working in this aged home, you know. But like she never attended in this world. She never attended. She like was completely gone in this whatever. And that's why I say, you know, just make your choices. Attend in this world. Live in this world. You know. Make it how you want it to be. Play or be played. That's basically bottom line of choice. So yeah. Thank you for your attention / attendance. And trust me, there's always a choice. There's always a choice. You can always say yes, you can always say no. Like, you know, I made my choices not to waste my time on these people, because, you know, the secret to change is not fighting the old but creating something new. That's why I created something new. I created a new life. I'm not talking about these things any longer, as they are too obvious. That's why I'm not going to be repeating myself, and I'm not going to be whatever. I'm saying this one time. If it's clear, it's clear. If it's not clear, then it's not clear. I can't do anything about it. You know, then you made your choices, I made my choices, and I'll see you on the other side. Or probably not, because it depends. You know, it depends. Deep ends. I will go there. This will be my deep end, and you will be going down there if you make the Rona choices. Not to care, not to whatever, not to this, not to that. So yeah. Thanks, and bye.